Hello guys, how are you? This is a build of the 1 to 200 scale Bismarck from Agora Models. This model is a huge model. 1 to 200 scale says it all. 49 inches or 1 meter 25 centimeters in length and 12 inches or 30 centimeters long. This kit is very well detailed. High up on the foremast, the Admiral's Bridge is illuminated. It features the 7 searchlights, bridge lighting in red and green, port and starboard indicators, as well as the bow and stern lighting. On the heavy artillery, the 438 centimeters gun turrets can be controlled in 2 ways. The towers rotate, the guns can be raised or lowered, the anchor can be lowered or raised at the touch of a button. This brings also the Arauto 196, for instance, of course, as it should be. Set on the cables, the railings, control stations, rigging cables, plus a host of motorized features operated by remote control. This kit is fantastic. I, as you know, returned from patrolling the mountains a few days ago. I will return there, but I needed something that just brought my mojo back, you know what I mean? So this is the first video of the build of the Bismarck. More videos to come as Agora Models are sending me the packages and I am assembling it. So I hope you enjoy this video, guys, as I am sure I will love this build. If you purchase this model on your first package, Agora Models will send you all information that you need. The site on internet is very well made, and you will find all the instructions there to download as a PDF, which for me, sparing some paper, instead of using some paper I can use my tablet. I enjoyed it very much. We'll start the build with the initial parts of the upper deck, mainly the forward section of the upper deck, the warping winch baseplate, the 2 capstan drums, the capstan head and the capstan head of the lower part, 2 housings, the bow section of the hull, 6 bollards, small hatch and the large hatch. But in order to start this build with the appropriate tools and with all the safety measures, first we need a cutting mat. As you know, I use the Bart Sharp one, and then we will use an X-Acto knife, CA glue, some tweezers, and this. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. I don't particularly use this. This is a provided screwdriver. I magnetized it, but well, I thought, why not? It's kind of hard to work with it, and we all have hours on our tools at home. But I use this. Yes, you can call it whatever you want, and some toothpicks to apply the CA glue. Also, some cutters and some sanding paper, just to sand some pieces to just remove that excess styrene from them. And after that, open the packaging carefully to avoid damaging any parts. We started the build. I use always super glue on small parts, but I recommend the gel one, okay, which can be applied with accuracy to the surface of the piece using a toothpick. Always test fit first, okay? Dry fit, dry fit, dry fit. First fit the piece, and if it fits perfectly, apply a bit of glue on the side that probably you won't be seeing it, okay? Sparingly but accurately. Oh, this is the warping winch, by the way. Browsing through the internet on the Agora Model site, I found out that they have not only this Bismarck, they have a 1/24 scale FDNY fire truck, a Roadmaster bus, which for Great Britain, for England, is a classic, right? Londoners is a classic. A 1/8 scale 1961, if I'm not mistaken, Jaguar SKE. A 1/16 scale Leopard 2A6, a 0A6M Mitsubishi, the Terminator, the T800 from the movie, the 1965 Shelby Cobra, if I'm not mistaken, and the 1967 Shelby Super Snake. I really think that I chose the best kit to build, but I must admit I hesitated. These are museum quality kits, very good. If you visit Agora Models on the internet, you can check that out, and you can see if you agree with me or not, but I am sure you will. And as you can see, this build is very easy, I would dare myself to say. Agora Models provide you with all the pieces, all 3D printed pieces based on historical and real photographs of the ship, and you just have to assemble it. As you are receiving the packages, you are building it, and you can watch as your Bismarck or whatever the kit you chose, you can see it grow, and it's very, very good. For me, that needed a build just to lift a bit my mojo, to start my machine again, my building machine again, I needed this. Simple and yet detailed. Very good. Bismarck was the first of two Bismarck-class battleships, built for the Nazi Germany's Kriegsmarine. Named after Chancellor Otto von Bismarck, the ship was laid down at the Blondenwals shipyard in Hamburg in July 1936 and launched in February 1939. His work was completed in August 1940 when she was commissioned into the German fleet. Bismarck and her sister ship, the Tirpitz, were the largest battleships ever built by Germany, and two of the largest built in any European power. And now Bismarck's main battery. Bismarck had 8 38 centimeters guns comprised Bismarck's main battery. The principal purpose of these guns was to destroy surface targets at sea, although, okay, they could also be used for shore bombardment and exceptionally against aircraft, and we know how that, well, turned out. Designed in 1934, the 38 centimeters SKC-34, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, were the most powerful guns ever mounted on a German warship. These were housed in 4 armored twin turrets alphabetically arranged from forward to the stern. Thus, turrets A for, and now I hope I'm not mistaken this, I'm not messing this up, A for Anton and B for Bruno were located forward, and turrets Kesa and Dora were aft. Each 8 turrets, each one, weighted 1,056 metric tons. As I told you, I am using super glue very sparingly and trying to be as accurate as possible. Use it in very low quantities, very low doses, amounts, but try to place it on spots that it won't be seen, and when you put the piece on, it won't spill out, okay? Now I'm building the friction clutch of the 38 centimeters gun turret. I first take the 2 gun barrels and the connector, and I apply a little bit of super glue, as you can see, to the stud at the end of the first barrel and attach it to the connector. I repeat this process, and then I placed into the rear of the connector that little piece that you are going to see. Please don't use any glue on it, okay? Do not glue this or any of the following components after this step, okay? Then I insert the clutch shaft into the opening of the ring, and then after placing the tension spring over the front of the clutch, I test it a bit, and I really like the way that this looks. This is going to be connected to a test motor, and you are going to see a bit more forward ahead that I'm going to start to test the back of the cannon as it shoots. Then we will test the up and down movement, but this looks very interesting. Yep, I am still doing this with this screwdriver, and well, what are we going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. Now, I'm always saying this on every video because, well, it's true. I would really like to thank my Patreons and all you guys that support me on Patreon and on YouTube. As you know, I have another life beyond this channel, This channel is only a one-man only channel. I do the filming, the editing, all the messing up. When I messed up, it's me. Yes, it's me. And I really wanted to thank each one, every single one of you that supports me, every subscriber, every Patreon, and every guy that contributes to me keeping this channel and this hobby of mine, of ours, just a bit more sustainable. I'm here only to do that. I don't want any kind of excess income, but you guys really help me. I only have 10 Patreons, but I consider the 10 best Patreons that a guy can have because they have a lot of patience. In 2 months I haven't put a video out, and that says a lot. So to all of you guys, thank you very much. And to Agora Models, I would like to say thank you to have giving me this opportunity to build this awesome ship, this awesome kit. I look forward to keep on building it, and a massive thank you to all of you guys. And as you can see, we're testing the movable parts, in this case the recoil of the cannons when firing, and it looks cool. And this is the stage 3 of the build, the onboard aircraft Arado AR-196. These pieces are the bow section of the hull, the front strut, the rear strut, 2 side struts, a lot of struts, aircraft fuselage, the upper one and the lower one, as you will see. And let's just build all this and have some fun. And we're starting to build the Arado. First we take the 2 parts of the fuselage. With a cocktail stick, just apply a drop of super glue, as you can see, to the studs on the outside of the top half of the fuselage, and then we gently press the two halves of the fuselage together to ensure that the fixing points remain in contact as the glue dries. And we go to the propeller. We fit the propeller shaft, we insert the rear so that it from the rear, okay, sorry, so that it passes through the front of the engine. Don't glue in place, as the shaft should remain free to turn, okay? The propeller should move. And now the two floats and catapult launch carriage. And now we glue the floaters to the bottom of the arado, and the arado, it's done.
Get you whatever you want, I'll settle for nothing, as long as we can keep the fire. I'll do whatever you do, follow you anywhere, if our chances are getting brighter. But I want you to know, I can't help but fight this feeling. I want you to try. Imagine living without it, without it. So let's go. Heaven is worth fighting for, you know. I've been standing right next to you, next to you. Oh, I know it won't be easy, but it's true. We will regret what we didn't do, what we didn't do. Sometimes got misdirected, you know what to say. And I was telling myself many lies, just like the old days. So is that what you want?
done for now. I am enjoying this build very much. It is an interesting subject, very well detailed, museum class model, and I hope to see you in the next video, guys. Until then, keep modeling, guys. Keep modeling. Always, always. Very smart. Stay safe, okay?